Hello my dear friend, I'm Taisja Laudy, saying hello to you from here, Auckland, New Zealand, and this is my story, okay? And why is it important for you to listen to my story? Because I believe that in our stories we share a lot, and that maybe, just maybe in my story you will find something for yourself which will be able to impact your life and help you to live it in a more amazing way. So here I was in the year 2008, very successful sales director, engaged with a nice fiancé, the one I was in love in, driving beautiful white Mercedes CLK, flying around the globe, delivering trainings to different people where I was invited to do so. And yet, I remember the morning. I remember one morning in 2008 when I woke up and I didn't want to get out of my bed. I was completely joyless, no joy. Lots of successes, everything is so cool. Everything what world was telling me is worth having, I had. Yet I was missing my joy. I was missing something what I used to have through my entire life, because I was this joyful, smiley girl, and then teenager, happy naturally, even during the tough times, trying to deal with everything. But now I was successful, going to get married, and completely joyless. And I felt like I'm losing myself, like I'm losing the most important part, which is me, in all what others call the success and the happy life. It was not a happy life, it was not the life I wanted to live, but I was so scared and terrified, and I didn't know whom to talk about this. So I remember how I started whispering into my few friends' ears and telling them, look, this is what I feel. Do you maybe by any chance feel something similar? And I remember how one of them told me to go and see a psychiatrist. Another one told me, oh my gosh, your life is so amazing. What's wrong with you? Just take a break. Go for the holiday maybe. You need a vacation. Take a break for a month from everything. So I did. I took a break. I went and I saw a psychiatrist, and it didn't help. It didn't help, you see. The feeling of lack inside, the feeling of lack of joy was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And another thing, I had this inner feeling and a voice that there is something else I need to do with my life, that I'm meant to do something different than what I was doing, that I'm meant to serve and to use my gifts and talents. And then I wrote this parable about talents in the Bible. I heard it before. But now this was like shouting at me, your talents, you need to know your talents. And I was like, I have no idea, I have no talents, I'm not a good singer. I know how to play guitar, I wanted to learn that, so I did. I can sing somehow, but I'm not anybody like Adele or, anybody you would buy a ticket to go to a concert to listen them sing. I'm not a painter, I cannot paint a beautiful picture. Like, I was so confident that I have no visible talents. Yet Bible was telling me that everybody got a talent. And then at the end it was saying, and if you use them well, this is how you enter the joy. And the word joy was the missing part for me, because this is what I was missing. So it immediately, the puzzles came together, and I was like, oh, so if I need the joy in my life, I need to know the talents, but how do I get to know them? How do I unlock them? And this is how my journey began. After 4 years talking to people and sharing with them that I feel there is a plan for my life and for your life, and that we have been giving tools to fulfill the plan, but we don't know the tools. People kind of felt what I'm saying, but they were too afraid to admit. Some of them said, yeah, I feel similar, but I have no idea what to do with these feelings. What are those tools? What is the plan? How can you unlock this? And I remember 4 years of research and asking and talking. One evening we were seeing our friends, and this was a pastor, and I'm pretty sure that he was under the influence of, the divine influence. And he told me, Taisja, this is what you should do. There is this institute in USA, in US, they do this expensive assessment on talents and strengths, and you should do that. It will help you to understand and maybe to find answers to your questions. And I'm pretty sure he forgot what he told me, but when I heard those words, that there is a tool which actually can help me to unlock my talents and my strengths. I remember coming back home and buying everything Gallup had at those days. All the books, I bought courses which were available. Not much of them were available at that stage. It was already 2012. Remember, 4 years from 2008 to 2012. I remember when I did my StrengthsFinder assessment for the first time, and this is how my journey in understanding what is the talent, what is the strength, what are spiritual gifts, and what our Creator wants from us, and what did He give us, and how to unlock those tools. So just, you know, through those years, I've been working with thousands of people around the globe. Once I unlocked my gifts and talents and saw them, I fell in love with this, and I thought, oh my gosh, everybody should know this. And I could see why I lost joy immediately, because my career was skills-based, but not talents-based. So what does that mean? I built my career on getting better at everything, you know, learning stuff, going to practice something. If you don't know how to present, learn how to present. So I did. I was doing a lot of things which were not natural to me, so not natural that it was killing me. But the whole world was telling me, you know, look at people who have success in this area, then just duplicate what they do and you will have success as well. And this is exactly what happened to me, and this is exactly how it worked. I looked at them, I duplicated what they've done, I had a success, but I lost myself and joy on this road from them to my success. There was no me, because the chances of you and me sharing exactly the same talents are 1 in 33 millions. Can you imagine that? So what is the chance that the mentor or somebody I will be duplicating is the same person as me? None. There is no chance. But there is a huge chance that I will be mistaken and burned out, and that I will feel bad at the end of the day, because that person is so good, let's say, in sales or in recruiting other people, and I was hopeless, but I can learn how to do that. So I did, and I persisted, and I've got success, but I paid a huge price for this. I got very sick. I had an anemia, which was so bad that I was almost hospitalized. I was under control of the special institution, which, you know, checked my blood on a regular basis just to see how am I doing, because it was so bad that once they saw my result, they thought I was a 90-year-old grandma. They gave me a call and they asked, where is the grandma? Bring her to us now, like immediately. And I said, there is no grandma, it's me, the successful, young, amazing, you know, person who's duplicating to achieve success and not knowing who I was, okay? So when I understood that, and then I could see that I was not using 60% of real me in my career, I started talking to people, and I understood that my calling is helping people to unlock their talents, gifts, values, dreams, and follow that path to their genius life. And this is how, after, you know, tons of books, of courses, working with people, CEOs around the globe, loving people and loving God, because God is so important to me in my life, and it all started from the Bible and in the parable on talents. I knew that I was guided, you know, to fulfill what I was here for. And in 2015, I came up with my personal mission that I live to help people, bring people to fulfillment, to help them to live fulfilled life, where they will fulfill their calling on their life by knowing and using their talents, values, and following their dreams, where their life and work will be like their meditation, you know, where they do what they do and they feel constant joy, like the one I'm feeling right now when I'm talking to you. And I hope that you can feel that it's coming from the bottom of my heart, with some usage of my brain, but more from my soul, that it's coming from my soul. You know, when you are coming to the world from your soul, the whole world can feel it. So in 2000, I don't remember, 19 or 20, my book was published, which is called My Life with Mr. Good, where I described the whole journey from, you know, little girl living in Siberia, living in previous Soviet Union, and then moving through all these countries, Great Britain, Brussels, Belgium, Holland, to New Zealand, and, you know, taking with myself a message of talents and gifts and fulfilling your purpose so that others could look at you and see how amazing is your creator. And actually it even doesn't, it's, if you believe or not, if you just want to have a happy and fulfilled life, you need to unlock your talents, because, you know, our creator is so amazing that he is a giver, and he gives the sun and light and rain and beautiful nature to all of us. If you believe or you don't believe, you have it. And in the same way, you have your talents and gifts. They are developed at different levels, but we all have them. Just as the law of gravity is working for all of us, this is the law of talents and fulfillment, which is working for all of us. And once you know those rules of the law, your life will be shifted. So from that girl in 2008 to 2012, so completely lost, you know, I quit my job, I quit my sales director position, senior sales director position, and as I say, from usually the story is from zero to hero, here was from hero to zero, okay? And this is when my journey started, my guided journey, sharing the message with the world. And today I am an author of My Life with Mr. Good. I'm a Chief Inspiration Officer and the founder of TLNC Global, which is Gallup certified global coaching and consulting company which serves literally around the globe, working with CEOs, teams and companies. I'm a creator and a co-founder of GeniusFormula App company, where what we did with CEOs for years, and they paid obviously a lot of money, we put it in the GeniusFormula app. And this app helps you to unlock your talents, your gifts, combination of your brain operations and your heart desires, and to understand how to find your fulfillment and joy, and how to find and unlock your energy sources. This app is loaded with love and know-how, world best know-how, to help you to be and live your best life and be your best self on a daily basis. And you know, my dream was to have such a pocket coach that everybody could afford and have a pocket coach. Something you can go to in any needed situation. Let's say you go to an interview and you need to remind yourself who you truly are, so that you don't get into a job which will be harmful to you. Or you go to a date and this is an important date for you with somebody maybe you love, or you feel you may be in love. And this is where you need to know and remind yourself who you truly are. You go back to your pocket coach, to the GeniusFormula app, and etc. etc. And now the dream is coming true, and the app is out there. You can actually find it on App Store or Android. I think it's Google Play, and download it, use it. And I think it's free for first 7 days. You can try it out, play with it, and just see how you feel, and you unlock your talents as well. So you see, from me giving up everything I had at 2012 and just saying, I want to feel joy, I want to feel happiness, and I know that I'm meant to live this and help those who will be keen to join. Today we literally help thousands of people around the globe with my amazing team. Many people read the book, many people use the app, thousands of people went with me or with trainers I work with through the GeniusFormula process, through the unlocking their talents, gifts and their potential. And today, this amazing truth is not a mystery anymore. You see, I believe that before gravity was found, nobody knew what that is, right? But then it was unlocked when Newton came up with this. Now we just know it's gravity. It's so easy. Woo! It's so simple. but in how many cases that helped to shift a life. Understanding, you know, I love the saying with that, which goes like this, that lack of knowledge kills people. This is from Bible, like that my people are dying because they're lacking knowledge. And I felt that the huge lack of knowledge was on unlocking your true inner self. I created you, I planned your beautiful life, I planned your amazing experiences, I planned the good deeds you are meant to be walking in. I gave you the tools, which are your talents and gifts. I gave you passions and values in your heart, which is your GPS system. And I put dreams into your heart and into your mind so that you knew where to go, what focus on. And this is everything. I will be helping, would love to help you to find out, to unlock about yourself, to go through the Genius Formula process, to find your gifts, because I can't imagine life, any life, without knowing these things I just shared with you. I believe it's not life, it's suffering, and suffering is something nobody wants to go through. I've been there, I don't want you to be there. I came out of there and I know that I can help you. You will not need to duplicate my journey, but you will find your own and you will follow it and you will shine and others will look at you and maybe one day you will say, come, I will show you how to do it. And this is my dream and this is my vision for us. And I believe that it is happening, it is possible. This is my dream. And this is my vision for all of us. Thank you for your attention. Subscribe the channel if you felt that this is something worth learning. Share it with a friend. Be with me. I shared with you my story. Maybe you want to share your story with me. Write to me, text. Let's be in touch. Sending you loads of love. And talk to you later. There will be a brand new video every week for you to grow and to be better in your talents, values, dreams, and in your genius life, the one you were created for. Thank you.